Just trying to get these. To wait there, chat. I'm just trying to get these posts out on social media right now. Sorry.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh God! Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, this is. Sorry, everyone. This has been a abysmal start. I'm just trying to fucking get all the posts out and all that. Oh yeah, who cares? I've got more important things to do right now. I've got more important things to and it's pissing me off.
Don't mind me and Liam, by the way. We're just doing something at the same time. Well, I'm doing.
Yeah, there's no problem at all. All right, and that is all posted. Good. And let's sort out the background because that is completely messed up, and we don't want that background, don't we? We're having a stinker here, chat. I'm very, very sorry. And we was meant to be starting early, and basically
in the meantime, everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing very, very well on this Thursday.
Yeah, there we go. Done.
Lively championship predictions.
We're done. And yeah, thank you, Darryl. Just said it for me.
I'll just do it for you.
How is it? How is it going, everyone? Terry is in here, Marcus and Andrew. We're here for the predictions as always, and this is a weekly thing. The camera is a little too low. There we go. Obviously weekly predictions. You know how we do. And Jack's not here today. He's won't be able to make it because he's got other things going on. But welcome to the weekly predictions.
I thought he was coming on about 10:30.
No, he said he's not coming on now. He's not coming on. But hopefully you're all doing very, very well, and make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new streams and any new videos. It's going to be an eventful week for this week of Championship football. We will have games in action coming up. Let me put it on the overlay so you can see what games will be coming up throughout this week. So we have on the screen, we have Sunderland versus Birmingham, Watford versus Rotherham, Leeds versus Argyle, Plymouth Argyle, and Middlesbrough versus Leicester. So we've got loads of cracking games.
I think everyone knows who Argyle is, considering this is called the Argyle Way.
Way, good celebration.
Yeah, but and obviously we got loads of cracking games to go through this stream, so I can't wait to go through them and see what we have predicted. We were obviously I got the other guys' predictions, so it's going to be an easy task for me to just copy and paste them and put them onto my notes. But then for me, I'm just going to have to do my own. So well done to me, I guess. But it makes it a lot easier for me as then it's just like bang, bang, and paste, and then I can just go through mine, see what I want to predict. But then for you lot, I already know what you've predicted, but I'll go through them and you say why you predicted that. So it's easier for me and easier for everybody else either on the stream or watching after. So
where's that ball going to? Fairyland.
And then we've got
mute your mic.
Yeah, mute your mic. So yeah, me, Liam, and Jack. And Harvey England better enter this time. Harvey England better enter this time, I'm telling you. If he doesn't enter, then there's something going on. Okay. And then
he's a silly boy.
Then he's a silly boy, indeed. He is a silly boy. So boom. Space.
Yeah, I can't believe he did. I can't believe he forgot to put his in last week.
Yeah. Space is there. And then space is there. There we go. So we are ready to go. We are ready to go. And then let's get your lads.
Let's get it started in here.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's
Black Eyed Peas.
So
welcome everyone in the chat, by the way.
Well, and then on Insta, have you put your predictions on Insta or not?
Yeah.
Good. All right, good. That's what I like to hear. So I'm gonna. So there's Darryl's. Sweet. Jack will send me his later, so that's not a problem.
Oh dear.
So let's get the notes up. There's Darryl's. Sweet. Do 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 do. And then lips. There we go. Oh, that was absolutely easy for me. So I'll have to wait for Jackson. I'll have to wait for Harvey England. But without further ado, let's get straight through the predictions, shall we? How is it going, John? How's it going? How's it going, Marcus? Terry Alford, Andrew. How are you all doing on this lovely Thursday night? I hope you're all having a very, very good rest of your night. It's close to Friday, so the weekend's nearly coming again, and another weekend of football to come. So can't wait for that. Can't we? We all cannot wait for that. But tomorrow will be a late kickoff, not an early kickoff. Got that wrong. A late kickoff. So.
If it was an early kickoff, everyone would be at work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can't get that wrong. We shouldn't be getting that wrong. Come on, Harvey. Think. You've been doing this for ages now. Come on.
Good game on Saturday, though.
Yeah, good game on Saturdays. On the Saturdays.
Yeah, bye. It doesn't get any.
Darryl on here more than Harvey England. You're not wrong. I see. Yes, Hardy is back soon. Yeah, away win time. Hopefully.
No, can't beat Devon and you.
Hi guys, I think we could beat Leeds, but more to be Leeds 2, Argyle 2. Bloody hell, Terry being positive. He thinks Argyle 2, Leeds 1. Bloody hell. That's the first time I've seen Terry be positive.
You are due an away win, but I don't think you'll get it at Leeds.
Yeah. But because Jack is not here, everyone, we're going to have to do it the traditional way. So we're going to have to go through.
By the way, here you go. Just for anyone, by the way, if you're wondering if Jack's here, this is all I've got to say.
No, he's not here. He's not here today. And of course he's going to be going to Leeds. So of course he's trying to prep everything.
Is he going to lead the way?
Yeah, he's trying to prep everything to go to Leeds away. He'll be meeting me and Liam there. And also another thing as well, for my because this is for my thing for my match ticket. I have to get my match ticket at Leeds for me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you have to do that?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you already got
You have
yours.
to get your
Oh,
match
you
ticket at
bastard.
Leeds.
Yeah, I have to get it at the ticket office. Like, imagine if I go there and I'm like, oh, I'm here to collect my ticket. I want to go and watch the game. We don't have it. Oh, I came here to Leeds for nothing. Imagine if they do that. I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit. I really am. But we'll talk about that. We'll have loads of things going on that day, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna mainly focus on the prediction stream today, so that's what we really want to go through. But obviously we're going to do it the traditional way, so we will start from the Friday game and then we'll go through every single game in order. Is there a Sunday game as well? No, there's not. So there's no Sunday game. Interesting. So, and then obviously after these games is the international break. Back to the international break again. Lovely. So we will have another week off and Dabby Dozy, which is absolutely amazing. But first game of the predictions is one game where basically we could say is one team that are trying to push into the playoffs and a team against a side that recently just got their first win in quite a while is Preston against Blackburn, going to Ewood Park to try and cause maybe another surprise, really, because as Preston haven't been a team that's been winning a lot recently, and Blackburn, they recently just beat a Norwich side who has been on the downward side recently. But Blackburn have started to rise up quite a lot. Obviously, Sam Gallagher still being out, but mainly their top goal scorer, Schmodix, recently absolutely blitzing it. So, yeah, we will see how that goes. But predictions for today. What are you all going for with this one then? As this is going to be a very challenging Friday night game for both teams.
Yeah, it'll be a decent game.
What?
What?
It's going to be a hard weekend. It's going to be a difficult weekend to call this weekend.
It will be, yeah. Probably one of the hardest.
I've just gone for home advantage personally. I think Blackburn's on better form than Preston, sorry. And
Blackburn, oh man, I agree with that.
He nearly said Blackpool.
Funny. But yeah, I see home advantage being the case, really. I've gone 2-1 Blackburn with Schmodix to score.
Yep, Schmodix. That's understandable. Schmodix is their top goal scorer, and he's the top goal scorer in the Championship, so doesn't surprise me at all. For you, Darryl, as I'll go last because I want to put mine down.
It's a tough one. Obviously, it's a Lancashire derby, isn't it, really, at the end of the day?
Yep.
And you've got... when it's a derby, the old saying, form goes out of the window in derbies. Not always the case, though, to be honest with you, though. I think it's a difficult one to call, but I just have a feeling Preston will have too much for them. So I reckon Preston will win. And I reckon if anyone does score, though, it is probably going to be Seaman Schmodix. So yeah, I reckon he'll score, but I reckon Preston will just to say have enough to hang on. 2-1 Preston and Seaman Schmodix.
Yeah,
I think
I've put Schmodix as well.
Yeah,
And don't worry, because I put
yeah.
Schmodix I put Schmodix as well. But
Simon Schmodix.
the scoreline's a little different, though. I've gone for a Blackburn win. I feel like, obviously, like you talked about rivalry, I think this will probably line up for a very good rival game. And if I'm honestly going to say, it'll be a high-scoring game as well. I think it'll be 3-2. I do think it'll be on the high-scoring terms, as it's obviously a rivalry. And live on Sky, they'll want it to be a cracking one. Obviously, every single rival that's on Sky is always in line for a high-scoring game most of the time. Plymouth Argyle versus Exeter, that's a good example. 4-2 that ended up finishing live on Sky. But
You don't call him Exeter.
Who gives a shit? Got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Scummy twats. But Blackburn 3, Preston 2, and Schmodix to score. So I do think it will be in line for a high scoring game. And then off the Friday night games into Saturday, early Saturday games with Sunderland. Obviously, so far this season, Sunderland have been a long travel up north for Birmingham, who are
not that bad.
Line to try and get their first win under Wayne Rooney. They nearly got their win against the other week, but just couldn't get over the line, and Ipswich fought back to get a 2-2 draw in the end. And they are still searching for their first win under their new manager, Wayne Rooney. I'm going to say mine now because I feel like this will probably... and obviously I love Wayne Rooney, but I want him to get his first win, and I feel like he probably could get his first win in this game. He has to get his first win eventually. There's no way he's not. And I think he will end up being on the up at some point, and I think this game will basically be the turning point for him. I think it could be a 2-1 Birmingham. I think it lines up to be like that with the way Sunderland usually... They win one, lose one, win one, lose one. They're a bit of a yo-yo at the moment, and I think it is in line for that. So you never know, anything could happen, but I do think Birmingham could end up getting their first win with Wayne Rooney in charge. To score, Sariki Dembele. Surely he has to score eventually. He hasn't scored in quite a while.
Excuse me.
But who are you going for then, Liam?
I've gone 2-1 Sunderland, personally. I think Birmingham just looked poor. And
I thought you went... It says 3-1 here.
Does it?
Yep, 3-1.
Yeah,
sorry, 3-1 then. Sorry, 3-1.
No
problem. Yeah, and Clark to score.
Yeah, fair enough. And obviously, Clark still been probably one of the most clinical players for Sunderland at the moment, and his form has been very, very crucial in where they are so far in the league. So I just need to clean my glasses. It's just kind of annoying me. There's a little smudge on my glasses, and I can see it, and it's kind of annoying. Let me just put this down. So. You never know. We'll see. But you've gone for a 1-1 draw this time, though, Dowie. Any reasons why?
I think same as what you said, really. This is probably the sort of game that if Birmingham are going to get a result from, then it's definitely this one, I think, because I don't mate Sunderland at all recently. I don't mate them at all because I hate them. But other than the game against Norwich, and Norwich have been terrible. I mean, Sunderland have been on really poor form. They haven't been great. They haven't looked brilliant. And I think I thought Birmingham were unlucky. They're really unlucky to come away with only a point against.
Playing like you did against Ipswich, yeah, bottle of 2-0 lead.
No, Birmingham did play well against Ipswich, to be honest with you. But they just fell apart defensively in the end. One of them things. I just have a feeling this game has a draw written all over it, but I'm hoping that Birmingham do get themselves 3 points because it is about time that Rooney actually got a result. I mean, he couldn't have come much closer against Ipswich, could he? And he was close to getting at least a point at the Riverside. So I thought we were a little bit fortunate in the end to actually get ourselves the win. So yeah, but it's football, it's one of them things, and. I don't think it'll be long before Rooney gets himself his first win. Once they can get that first win over the line, then it could go well for him, or it could go Pete Tong. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm open for him, though, that he can get himself his first win at Sunderland. I just have a feeling it's not going to be the case, and I think it'll be 1-1, sadly.
Yeah, fair enough. And obviously, like you just put in the goal scorer, you put Jay Stansfield.
Yes, the man, the myth, the legend, scored against you this season.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Let's move on. Let's move on
Football,
before.
stand fire! Sorry.
Let's just move on because I don't want that guy being mentioned ever again. But one team that is slowly going down the league table week by week now is Norwich City, who earlier in the season were flying high around the top 6, but recent form. They've lost 8 games in their last 11. They've lost 8 times in their last 11 games. That is so bad, and the worst start to a season in many, many of years. But could this be the turning point against a Cardiff City side who are right at the moment fighting around outside the playoffs? It could be a very, very interesting matchup between these two sides. And Cardiff, obviously, a lot of people thought would finish in relegation. Against
no chance, Marcus.
Norwich City, who's absolutely down there in 17th.
No chance. Would not swap Rooney for Carrick at all.
Not
with the way that Cardiff's done well.
Terry, yeah, he meant Cardiff.
One game.
Yeah, he meant Cardiff. He just put it at the bottom.
Level 10.
But predictions for this game. Any reasons? Obviously, I did expect you to put a Cardiff win, Liam, 2-1 with Miete to score.
Yeah.
Miete is understandable, and then Cardiff 2-1. And then you've gone for 3-1. You've gone for one better, Darryl.
Yeah, look, Cardiff are on really good form, and Norwich coming into this game on a back of could I say really a bit of a drumming against.
What's the bet say lose for me?
Hey,
what's the bet say lose for me? Hey, if you know, you know, though.
Oh, you've got Cardiff on bet.
Yeah.
No, anyway, God damn it.
Well, hopefully, say the way things are going for Norwich, nothing's going right for Norwich at the moment. I still don't understand what's happened to them. I think.
Are we sad? No.
I think.
Well, we beat them 6-2, Liam, so we don't really care at the moment.
No, we do not.
I think David Wagner's going to.
He's going to end up losing.
He's going to get sacked.
Norwich's sporting director's gone now, so when a new sporting director comes in, David Wagner will be gone. So there's a lot of young English managers in the Championship. Bristol City now have Liam Manning. We'll talk about that when we get to Bristol City. We'll talk about that. Yeah. We will talk about that.
No, I just
got to go through these other games first.
I just think this game's got a Cardiff win written all over it. They are very good at home. They won 2-0 against Bristol City, didn't they? And I've gone with Perry and G because he's just a man on fire at the minute. He's a defender and he's scoring a lot of goals.
Scoring goals for
he's
fun.
A goal-scoring defender. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets himself another goal, and I wouldn't be surprised if Norwich got absolutely crapped on.
Yeah. But for my prediction, and this will be one of my, I'm going to use my trump card on this one as well. Basically, what I mean by trump card is one-off game where I just want to go for the score that I feel like I just want to go for and just absolutely blow it out of the water, really. And that I just use one trump card on one game, and I'm going to go for the Cardiff game. I feel like possibly there could be a high-scoring game. But I'm going to go for 4-1. I'm going for 4-1 Cardiff. In my opinion, I feel like Cardiff could absolutely blow Norwich out the water. In my opinion, I feel like they'll be too strong for them. Norwich have been so poor, and their defense is probably the worst I've seen. And
Cardiff 4, let's be having UFC 1.
And to score, I'm obviously going to go for Miete as he has been the main goal scorer, one of the main goals. I think one of the other goal scorers for Cardiff, if I'm wrong, or there probably might be many other goal scorers in their team. So it is because of Argyle that Norwich are in debt. Probably, yeah, but I think they were. I think they were losing before that, though, weren't they? They were losing games before that. Hello, Kieran. How are you? How are you doing? But yes, I'm going to go for 4-1 Cardiff.
Leverkusen.
And then after the fifth game, it is not fifth game, fourth game. Coventry Stoke, and one side in Coventry have been in pretty poor form recently.
No, him.
Coventry in 20th, and they've lost 4 games in a row now, and it's looking very, very bleak for them. Obviously, Victor Gyökeres and Gustavo Hamer leaving in the summer has really proved a big blow for this team, and I don't know where on earth they are going to get the wins from at the moment. So it's
ideally
very,
from
very,
scoring goals and defending well.
Yeah, and they and 3 of those games they didn't score a goal until they played against Preston. But against Stoke, who won 3 games in a row against Sunderland, Leeds, and Middlesbrough, and getting a 0-0 draw at Cardiff. But could they make it 5 games unbeaten, boys? And what have you gone for?
Which I don't know. Let me just work out what I put again. Yes, I think it's the answer. Look, I mean, Stoke are looking decent, and
I forgot. I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna go 2-1 Stoke instead.
Alex Neil's a pain in the backside as a manager.
Yeah,
if that's all right.
on that.
He complains a lot, what I will say. But then again, name a manager that actually doesn't complain.
Hello, Sam.
You're not wrong about that.
Well, no, it's not wrong, is it? No, I mean, Stoke are looking good. They're on good form, and I can see them carrying on their good form in this game. I think they'll win this game. I don't think it'll be all easy peasy lemon squeezy for them. I don't think it'll be a piece of pie, as me and Lee would probably call it. But I cannot see why they can't win. I know it's a West Midland Black Country derby in a way because it's 2 West Midland clubs. But for me, Coventry just looks shocking at home. And with the way Stoke are playing at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if they scored more than 1 or 2 goals. I've only gone for 1-0 because I thought it would be a bit of a close affair where Coventry would be just trying to frustrate the hell out of them for as long as possible. But then they'd fail quite miserably and end up conceding quite a few goals, to be honest. But you never know. It's football's weird these days. So
yeah, can be a very, very weird sport indeed. Yeah,
but I've gone 1-0 and bloody Geordie mug, Dwight Gale.
Superman Dwight Gale, as some people call him, Superman Dwight Gale. And for you, Liam, you've gone, like you said, you did just change your score, 2-1 Stoke with, but right to score. You think you're going for a Coventry player?
Well, I was going to go a Coventry player. I'll probably. Does Vidigal still play?
No. See, I'll have to check. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little deep dive. So against Cardiff, he did play for. He was on for 59 minutes. But it was I think it's Daniel John. I think that's Daniel Johnson, and then Dwight Gale. But in 2-0 win against Middlesbrough, it was Rose who scored and Lettuce.
What are these on about?
Don't worry. I'm just ignoring the chat. Don't worry. Just ignore the chat. Just ignore it. But yeah, had you right though? He did score twice against Preston. I can kind of understand that. Fair enough.
Come at me. I'm used
I'll
to
go with him.
But I'm going for 1-0 Stoke as well. I feel like they will carry on and beat a run. Maybe Coventry could end up breaking the duck and get their first point in quite a while, or get their first win in quite a while. But I feel like Stoke will probably be a little too strong for them with the way Alex Neil has got his side playing. They've been playing very, very well, and I feel like they could end up getting another win on the board to score. It's an interesting one, really, because Stoke are a side that probably relies on loads of players around the pitch to score, if I'm honestly going to say. But Jackie Boy, he is not here. He is busy prepping for Leeds away, and he's got other things to do, so he won't be able to make it tonight. But to score, I am going to go for I'm going to go for a different one. I'm going to go, or do I go for right? I don't know. But I'm going to go for Lettuce. If he doesn't start, I'm going to change it to somebody else. I'm going to probably change it to that actual striker right now. So there you go. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But on to the fifth game. If Stephen, I know that Stefan, if you are here,
you don't.
Hopefully you do beat Huddersfield. In my opinion, because I do want Huddersfield to stay down there. Sorry to say for Huddersfield fans. But Hull City at the moment, and there's obviously Jack. He has made it to the show, so fair enough. But Hull City at the moment, it's sitting in ninth. Their last game was against West Brom, and it was a pretty appalling loss for them. After scoring to make it 1-1, but then absolutely bottling the game. They want to bounce back against a Huddersfield side who are right now at the moment sitting in 21st after are on a negative 13 goal difference, losing 4-1 to Leeds, 4-0 to Cardiff, drawing 0-0 to Watford. It's looking drawing 0-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. It's looking very, very bleak for Darren Moore's side. But your predictions, though, lads, let's have a look. You've gone for 2-0 Hull, Liam.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it will be an easy game for Hull?
Should be a comfortable game. Should be a comfortable game. Yeah. I mean, Huddersfield are poor, and I think Hull are normally good at home. So Hull, yeah.
Who calls them Hull?
Hull are normally good at home. So
yeah, fair enough.
I think they're going to win. Hopefully, Philly Jean starts, but if he doesn't, I'll just change it anyway.
Then you can change it, so it's not a problem. You said, and you called. I just looked at the other players that you put in here. You called Somerville Somerville. Okay, let's move.
Oh, did I didn't.
You put one L.
Oh, to be honest, he is vile. To be honest,
he is vile. Yeah, I agree with that. And then you put the same score as well. You put the same score as Liam as well, Darryl. 2-0.
Great minds think alike. Watch Huddersfield win now. No, look, I mean, the way they played at home to use when we were there, they were quite magnificent, and somehow they didn't end up getting themselves to winner. Hull City have been very, very good at home this season. They were unlucky to lose. Sorry, I'm trying to talk too quickly, aren't I?
No problem.
Why don't you slow down now? I'll talk slower. Well, I think that. Right,
no, we're not. No.
So I'll behave.
Yeah, I'll behave,
right.
love.
Yeah, I think behave, love. Oof, who are you calling love?
No, I'm just trying to copy fucking. I'm just trying to copy someone that I watch. So there you go.
I've lost where I was now. They're very good at home, to be honest with you. I thought they were unlucky to lose in the end against Southampton. Same goes, I think, for you, obviously. But that's Southampton for you. They're well known for scoring last-minute winners. They've done it against a few teams, not just yous. And Hull as well. They even got a last-minute equaliser through the goalkeeper, didn't they? If you remember in Preston.
Yeah,
it was an own goal, actually, but we all gave credit to the keepers. The keeper went for the header, so... No, I think it's going to be a very tough one for Huddersfield, definitely, because obviously they're struggling at the moment in the table. Hull are doing really, really well. I think at the moment they're climbing up, and I think they'll continue their good form. I think they'll score. Obviously, but I think they'll win the game. I think Huddersfield, if they're lucky, might scrape a goal, but I don't see anything coming from this game for them, unfortunately. I've gone for 2-0, and if Philogene doesn't start, I'll go with... I would have done. He's not in the team. Right, well, I was going to go Wigan later, but he's injured. Brilliant. Shows how awake I am today.
Fair enough. I'll say mine right now.
I'll try and decide.
We should have beaten Hull, but some madness by we don't talk about that, Marcus. But I'm going to go for a Hull win. Huddersfield look very, very weak at the moment, and their results just prove it. They've been poor this season. They were probably one of the favourites to get relegation this season from loads of people. And I feel like it's probably good. It probably will keep on getting worse for Huddersfield. Sorry for Huddersfield fans if they're watching. But I do feel like it will be a win. Maybe not a high-scoring one because I feel probably Huddersfield will probably sit back against Hull. But I'm going to go for a 1-0 win. I feel like they will end up getting. I think they will end up getting the win that they want Hull to carry on building their momentum. But 3 points is 3 points, and they will definitely most likely want that for their fight to get playoffs. As what they are aiming for right now. To score, Delap. Leon Delap, he has been a striker who's been.
And if he scores, he'll do the lap of honour.
Their goals. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then game number 6 is Ipswich Swansea. Well, what else can we say? Really, Ipswich have been on cracking form, and they are where they already are because they have played very well. But the last 2 games, 2 draws. Can they get the win? Can they get back into winning ways? And there's Alex Griffin. He has made his entry into the stream. And can they get their first win in quad after 2 draws in a row against Swansea, who are without Charlie Patino because he got suspended. He got suspended against Sunderland in a 0-0 draw. I'm going to say mine now, actually. I'm just going to say mine. I think it probably will be an Ipswich win. I think they will probably go back to winning ways. I'm going to say 2-0. I think Swansea not having Charlie Patino will be a big miss, and it will be a massive loss for them, really. And I feel like it will end up being a massive. It'll be a hole in that midfield for Swansea against Ipswich. And obviously at Portman Road, they're basically turning Portman Road into a fortress right now. They have played so well so far this season.
That name only belongs to us. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I was going to say. Goal scorer wise, this is an interesting one because there's been a lot of goal scorers for Ipswich. I'm going to go for Sam Morsey, who scored an absolute beauty against Rotherham the other day.
Time as well.
It was a beautiful goal, absolutely beautiful goal that was. But I am
going
to go for
that game. That game against Rotherham was literally they did literally the opposite of what they did at Birmingham. Instead of scoring the last minute equaliser, they conceded the last minute equaliser.
They scored in the 86th, 87th minute, and then they conceded in the 90th. Oh, shut!
I tell you what, there was some great goals in that game.
Yeah, there was some great goals. Yeah, of course, scummy boy Sam Nombe scored. Shut. And Liam's gone for 3-1 Ipswich. He thinks, obviously, thinking Swansea will score. Hurst to score, that's understandable. I can completely understand that. That's all. Same score for Darryl. Same score for Darryl, but Broadhead this time.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why I do that. Because every time I go for Hurst, Connor Chaplin scores. And every time I go for Chaplin, he doesn't score and Hurst scores.
Hurst scores.
So I thought I'll go with someone different, and then Chaplin and Hurst will both score. So I thought I'll go with someone else. Well, Nathan Broadhead has got me point in the past, so I thought we'll go with that.
Yeah, fair enough. And for Ipswich fans, hoping this could be getting back to winning ways, and getting them further in second place in the league. Next one is obviously Leeds versus Argyle, but we're gonna say this quickly because we want to save this for the preview tomorrow. So we're not really gonna we're just gonna go for it quickly, really, because we're not gonna say a lot. But I'm gonna just say mine anyways. Or do you want to say yours as well, Liam, whilst I'm putting mine down, and Darryl?
You're going to say yours anyway. Or is that what it is? It's keyboard.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Keyboard.
Yeah,
I'm a keyboard warrior.
You
Okay,
say, no, I'm going to
relax,
say my prediction
relax.
now, and all you hear is
Relax, don't do it. I don't want to get copyrighted.
When you want to get to it, relax, don't do it.
I don't want to
When
get
you wanna
copyrighted.
come,
Please
relax.
don't get me copyrighted. What's your predictions quickly? Because I want to get
When
this
you
one.
want to come.
2-0 Leeds.
What for you? 3-1 Leeds.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1.
I put it this way. I think if you go there and you get a point, bloody hell.
That would be a mental point. I'll take every day of the week.
Probably be one of the best results of the season for you, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take every day of the
By
week.
the way,
When do Borough play Leeds? Away.
December the 2nd.
Bye.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
going to be
for
bye
God's
for you as well because you ain't going to get very far.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Goal scorer. I might as well go for Ruter.
Oh, Water.
Yeah, good way, Baguette.
Wow. United. Angry Ginge. Yeah. United. And then Liam's gone for Somerville.
Yeah, don't talk to us about United. Oh,
And Darryl's gone for Somerville.
Don't talk to us about United. Everybody. Oh,
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
shocking.
And then obviously Middlesbrough Leicester straight after Leeds Argyle. Shock.
Well, that was absolutely cack. Piss off. I've lost my pen.
He lost his pin. Yeah. You should know that he's an England fan. Okay.
What?
If you don't support your own country, then there's something wrong with you.
Exactly. Let's go for mine.
I haven't took that. Oh,
So, obviously, the last game for Middlesbrough was against us, where it was against Plymouth Argyle during 3-3 at home park, and that being probably one of the most eventful games of the season, lines up straight after against Leicester, who have been high flying, and they lost their last game against Leeds, but they've only lost 2 games this season and won 13 games, which is mental as hell.
Something else that doesn't bode well for us. Last time we beat Leicester was in 2002.
Jesus Christ. Oh, before I was born. It
was a few months before I was born, actually. That's the last time we beat them. 2001-2002 season. And we played them 14 times since.
Madness.
It's just been draws, lost, draw, lost, draw, draw. A lot of the games have been draws mostly, though. But we've the
last time we faced each other was in the Premier League in 2016-2017. 2-2 draw, 0-0 draw.
We haven't beaten them since then. Since 2002. But we played them in the Premier League. But then obviously a lot has changed since then.
A lot has changed since then. Yeah.
When we played them actually in them 2 games, we were against the actual champions. And I shook hands with Claudio Ranieri at the Riverside.
That's very interesting.
Premier League winner.
All right. So, but predictions, I'm going to go for 2-1 Leicester, but I do think it will be a game where Borough takes the lead, and then I think Leicester will pull off a comeback of their own. But I do think it will be one of them tight games. Possibly a late winner, but I'm not going to say it will be a late winner, but I think it will be a close, edgy game for Leicester, but I think they will end up getting the win. Scorer.
Good spelling, Andrew. Middlesbrough. 1. Les Kister.
Les Kister. Lovely. I've lost my goal scorer. Lost my goal scorer now.
All I'm saying, by the way, right, is their name. By the way, good job. Their name doesn't start with more.
Yeah. Oh God. But Leicester, I'm gonna go for Dewsbury Hall. I do think he will score. He has been probably one of the best midfielders in the league at the moment. the assist pro-esque and the goal scorer as well. And he has been, well, you could see that he is way above championship quality. Simple as that. Obviously, playing in the Europa League a couple of years ago and playing in the Premier League most of the time. So you can see that he is above championship quality, 100%. And then for Liam, he's gone for 2-1 Leicester with Vardy. So not getting to 3 Hall, Vardy this time. They have been switching in and out with Iheanacho and Vardy, so that'll be interesting. And then 1-1 from Darryl, fair enough, as obviously he does support Barrow, so that is understandable. Coburn, I was tempted to put Coburn as well.
I put him because, I only put him because of the way he played against Shoots, really.
Yeah, but not gonna lie, I was actually kind of tempted to put him.
1 goal.
2 goals. Well,
1 goal, yeah.
2 goals, one of them went down as an own goal, and it probably wasn't an own goal, but yeah, Josh Coburn did have a good game. Though.
Realistically, on Sky Sports, it's an own goal.
Still, he'll got credited for being the right place, the right time. He had a few decent opportunities against you, so he caused a few issues.
Yeah, and, I think he'll cause some issues against Leicester as well.
Got himself a goal. I think it'll be him and Crooks at start. I know for a fact. And then it'll be the usual Rodgers and I'll have a latte, please. In the second half. That's normally what we do. At the moment. But it's difficult because these two teams are, as you can tell by looking at that, very injury hit. We've got a lot of injuries. Smith out till potentially the full season actually. Even though that says early 2024. No, he's
Achilles tendon injury. Oh, that's terrible.
No,
as well.
It's not. It's not just that. It's ruptured.
That's even worse.
He's out for the full season. He's been ruled out for the season.
Yeah, that's a full season injury.
McGree might be coming back probably early December, so hopefully he might be back in time for Leeds. Falls is out for a bit. Lewis O'Brien out with an ankle injury. He's out for a while. So we got a lot of players out there, all having bad injuries.
And then Lenihan as well.
Very injury.
Another Achilles tendon injury.
Lenihan's out for a while. Leicester are missing Wilfred and Ndidi.
Yeah, they're missing Wilfred and Ndidi. Dennis Pryor.
Is he going to feature again this season? Yes, indeedy.
He's one of my favourite players as well, Ndidi. FIFA.
Dennis Platt as well.
One explanation: FIFA. That's all I've got to say.
Yes, Wilfred and Ndidi, Dennis Platt as well, and he is one.
And Callum Doyle, obviously, formerly of Coventry last season, who was on loan there.
Yes,
and
they've got a lot
one of
of
their main
players
defenders. He had a decent
start. They've still got a team that's more than capable of beating us.
Oh yeah, way more. Yeah, definitely capable of getting promotion.
I just remember, well, then again, we've got a team that's capable of getting results from somewhere. It's just
your
we can't
team's definitely capable of finishing near the playoffs, in my opinion. That's what I could say.
If we can get ourselves a win, I'll be bloody.
If you beat Leicester,
if we get a point, if we get a point, I'll be happy enough, to be honest. But I mean, if we lose, then fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, if we end up if we end up losing the game, then as long as it's sort of a respectable score, like maybe 1-0 or something. If it's any more than that, 2-0, 3-0, etc., and it ends up being an absolute rampant, then I'll be a bit annoyed. But I think, you got to remember that this is the side we're coming up against. We're coming up against top of the league, so it doesn't get much harder than playing against top of the league at the moment. And these are obviously former FA Cup champions, former Premier League champions as well, the 5,000-1 team, and some of the players in that team were actually part of their Premier League winning team. Jamie Vardy with probably the most unbelievable goal you'll ever see against Liverpool.
There's
some great players in that team. Dewsbury Hall's had a really good season, I think. Harry Winks coming in from Spurs, that's a great signing.
Harry Winks has actually been one of the most underrated players.
Yeah, I was debating because I was thinking, I reckon we can maybe scrape a 1-1. I'll be happy with a 1-1. But who's going to score? I was thinking Coburn, right? But I originally, and I changed it in the message, but I went for Coburn and Message. But I was actually originally going to go with Harry Winks, just as a surprise goal scorer. But they've got some really good players. But I think we'll give them a difficult game at the Riverside as well. So
yeah, it'll be an interesting battle between these two sides.
I don't see us getting anything, but if we get a point,
it'll be an interesting battle against these two sides. That the last one they faced was back in 2017. Next one, QPR Bristol. Right, one team who's still searching for a win after
and they're still not going to get it
after quite a long time without getting a win. And one of the other favourites for relegation, but recently getting a new manager in. But can
Professor Snape?
And will he be able to get a result at Loftus Road against Bristol City, who recently just appointed Liam Manning? Very interesting as well. Thoughts on that appointment from you two lads?
Well, it's an interesting sign, and we'll just I say, well, I can't remember who he was the manager of.
He was
Oxford's
manager.
Oxford. Oh yeah, he did all right with Oxford, didn't he? Yeah, of course.
He was managing somebody else, I swear.
He did well. He did well with Oxford, so I think it's early to say. I think the sort of same goes with
MK Dons. I thought he was manager of MK Dons. He was managing the MK Dons team. He was managing the MK Dons team that got third in the league in 2022.
I think Bristol City will win anyway. I think they've got so much better side than QPR. QPR are woeful at the moment, but yeah, I think Manning will do all right. I think it might take him. I don't think it'll be. Even though I think they'll win this weekend, I don't think he'll win every single game. Because it's a very difficult league, very unpredictable, and it's like League One. You just don't know what's going to happen next. So I think he's got a bit of experience from being with Oxford, but it's difficult to say. There's a lot of good managers from England that are actually coming up that are doing well. Look at Gerrard. Gerrard was one of them. Lampard was one of them.
Gerrard.
So sorry. I think really. It's a tough one. It's tough one at the minute because we haven't seen anything of him in the Championship yet. So hopefully for him it goes well, but you don't know what's going to happen these days. It's it's very unpredictable. We can't really say whether he's going to do well or not until sort of a couple of games in. I think Bristol City fans will have to. Same with any manager, really. Bristol City fans will have to just go with the flow because I think he will make one or two changes to the squad, etc. There'll be a lot of switching around. And I think the first game against QPR for him is going to sort of give him a bit of an idea of what sort of level they're at.
Yeah. And for QPR as well, it is a bit of a struggling time. After a couple of years, they're slowly starting to go down the pecking order in the league. And at the moment, it's not looking pretty at the moment for QPR. They're a team that's slowly. Oh, bye, Liam. I don't know where Liam's gone. He'll probably come back any minute now. Don't worry. I think he might be on his phone, or his phone might probably have died. And told you, what did I say? He's returned instantly.
Yeah, I swiped it away by accident.
Swiped it away. Unlucky. But my prediction for Bristol City is I'm going to say they will win 1-0. I think it will be a win for Bristol City and for Liam Manning, his first game in charge. He is a good manager, getting that Oxford side second in the league. I feel like he will he'll get this Bristol City team playing proper ball, if I'm honestly going to say so myself. Playing a good style of play at Oxford. I feel like he will get use out of this Bristol City team, really. Goal scorer? Ooh.
Yeah.
Not a lot of goal scorers. Not a lot of goal
Obviously,
scorers in
we
this
can go on
Bristol
the
team,
downwards
but
spiral
if there's one or two, it's either Weimann or Bell. But I'm going to ring your bell and I'm going to go for him. So that's what I'm going for. And then Liam's gone for Weimann. I had a feeling Liam
this
would
is
go
where
for Weimann.
Weimann scores and Liam gets it right.
And Liam's gone for 2-1. So QPR to score, but not Bristol Rovers.
Yeah,
I nearly
but
got
him,
that wrong.
I've gone for 2-1
Bristol
as well.
City. But
Still
how do you think
Rovers.
the game
They
would
get
go,
promoted.
though, Liam?
Say again.
How do you think the game would go against QPR and Bristol?
Well, two teams would have the ball for 90 minutes. That's how it
No
works.
shit.
I think
Come
Bristol.
on, you know what I'm talking about.
I think Bristol and nick it. To be fair.
Fair enough. Weimann to score for Liam, but Bell to score for Darryl. Same scoreline yet again.
Yep. And ring the bell.
Yep, ring
And if he
bell.
scores, one like the clappers.
Fair enough. And then next game, Liam can do it. Go on.
There you go. Hang on. Just before I do it, that's Leeds.
Well, hey, 2,848.
So you got
Lovely.
just slightly less than us.
By 52, annoyingly.
That's still
There we
brilliant
go.
support though from us. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. That's brilliant
Have
support.
you got that full stand, or have you only got that? Well, you must have the full stand because otherwise you'd only have 1,700 if it was the top tier. Excuse me.
That's
Yeah.
still good support from us. That's brilliant support.
Good.
I've seen that in the WhatsApp group.
Nearly 3,000 support. Nearly 3,000 travelling from.
So they put
Devon.
that in the WhatsApp group, but they put it on Twitter. Very strange. But there we go.
Probably haven't got round to it.
Come on, Wednesday!
There we go.
Come on, Wednesday!
Yeah, that one's so delayed. But come on Wednesday, as obviously that was just played on here. But Sheffield Wednesday, 6 points in the league, and obviously one of the favourites for the drop. And without Barry Bannon in the next game and Mohamed Diaby with injury, it's looking a little bit of a bleak time for Sheffield Wednesday. They got their first win against Rotherham, but at the moment it's still struggling times. 9 points away from Huddersfield in 21st, but against Millwall, who are struggling to get a win at the moment, it's looking like to be a pretty tasty game for both of these teams. But what will the result be for this game, boys?
I've gone 1-1.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And scorer.
Fleming.
That's a Fleming good job, that.
Yeah, mucus.
Yeah. And then for me, and then Darryl can say his, I'm probably gonna go for a 1-0 win for Millwall. I think Millwall will get their first win. Will get back to winning ways. And at the moment, Sheffield Wednesday, without Barry Bannon, I don't think it will be an easy game for them. So for the goal scorer, I'm probably going to go for the same one as Liam, Fleming. I think that's probably the only goal scorer that I think that's probably the only player I think will score, in my opinion. But for you, though, Darryl, you went for 1-0 Millwall and Fleming again.
Yeah, mucus. It's not a good name, to be honest.
Hey ho, whatever.
Speaking of
really.
snot, he's just sneezed.
But any reasons why you've gone for all of that, Darryl?
Quite simply, I know they got the win against Rotherham, but I just don't know when their next win's going to come. I know Danny Wall's obviously got his team firing a little bit. At least they got the first win under the belt. And, it was a good result for them, really good result for them against Rotherham, but I just don't know when the next win's going to come for Wednesday. And I don't think it'll be on Saturday. I think Millwall will win this game but I think it'll only be a tight game. Really, it'll be one of those where I think Sheffield Wednesday will probably just they'll see a lot of the ball first half, probably won't do anything with it, and then second half will probably be another late goal or something that denies them. So that's why I've only gone for 1-0 Millwall, to be honest with you. And I think, well, Millwall are looking to bounce back from the Southampton game as well, which they didn't deserve to lose, to be honest with you. I see the Ginger Messi's out.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I can see. Yeah. Duncan Watmall's out.
Well, what more do you need?
What more can you need to get a win, to get 3 points? We'll see what how Sheffield Wednesday get on against Millwall. 2 more games to go, and one of them is Southampton.
Sheffield Wednesday win. Sheffield Wednesday start winning games, they'll be on a wall.
Yeah, Southampton versus West Brom. Southampton, a team that love to win games very, very late in the recent weeks.
Teams trying not to laugh.
Yeah, but Southampton dragging themselves back into a promotion race, 8 and 9 points behind Ipswich, which is not looking pretty for them at the moment after the start they've had this season. But it's looking much more positive now after the results they have been getting of recent. But against West Brom, who are also in the top 6, literally 1 place behind them, so 4th versus 5th. A very interesting game between 2 very decent sides. Let's see what you have both gone for. So you have gone for 2-0. Darryl and Che Adams.
Yeah, I just think Southampton will have too much in the locker, quite frankly. There's not really much to say. It's 2 teams that are high flying at the moment. They had two teams that had a bit of a slow start to the season, and then have managed to pick up the form and started climbing up the table. 2 really good sides. I just think Southampton are better at home than they are away from home. So hence why I think West Ham. I think West Brom. Speaking of West Ham, did he even win today? West Brom will struggle big time at St Mary's, and I think they have done in the past, to be honest. So
if I look at the recent,
I think Southampton will just have. I think they'll just have too much in the locker, hence why I've gone for 2-0.
Yeah,
I was debating between 2-0 and 2-1.
There you go.
But
the last time they won though was 2016. 2-1. Let's have a look at the teams in that game. So the likes of Van Dijk got sent off in that game. Johnny Evans for West Brom, Ben Foster, Darren Fletcher, Chadley, Phillips. Phillips is the only player.
Isn't he still
at West Brom?
Yeah.
Mental. Mm-hmm. And any other players looking
Hal Robson Kanu. Oh my word.
Yep.
Shane Long. Shane Long. Where's Shane Long playing now?
Let's have a look. He hasn't got a team. He's a free agent.
Oh, he's free agent now.
He was at Reading.
I'm surprised he's a good player.
Yeah, and then substitutes James McLean, James Morrison, and then Solomon Rondon. Then obviously James Prowse, Josh Sims, and Jay Rodriguez. The biggest mistake they made was sending James Ward-Prowse to West Ham. Yeah, but when you have that amount of money offered for him, what else can you really say?
To be honest with you, they haven't been scoring any free kicks or anything since then. I don't recall him ever scoring a free kick since he went, to be honest. So yeah, losing him was pretty bad for them, I think, really. West Ham did win in the end.
Andrew Shakespeare has gone for 2-1 Southampton. Basically the same scoreline that Liam has gone for. But so Liam thinks it'll be a win for Southampton as well. Adam Armstrong this time though for goal scorers wise. So you think this will you think it will be a comfortable win for Southampton as well, Liam?
Well, I won't say comfortable, but I think I'll go 2-0. Probably concede. Well, West Brom probably score a consolation goal, but I do see Southampton still winning the game. Talking about Southampton, we got them in December.
Yeah, and it's on Sky
Jamie.
Sports.
Yep.
6 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, thanks. We don't want to be reminded of that.
By the way, Jamie Buggers, Aston Villa actually turned it around against RZ.
I knew it was going to happen anyways. And for me, I'm going to go for 1-0. I do think it will be a win for Southampton, but I think it will be a little bit of a tie one. Like
Obviously, I mean, you can't rule out West Brom because they are more than capable of getting something from it. But I think we're all the same. We just think Southampton at home, well, they'll just have too much in the locker. It was the case.
Exactly.
It was the case against Birmingham, really, wasn't it?
Goal scorer, it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go for Adam Armstrong. It's a no-brainer, really.
It's a no-brainer, but you have to think of it.
No, I instantly thought of it. I was just trying to get my words out, to be honest. But the last one is Watford Rotherham. What a good way to finish. What a good way to finish. But Rotherham winning, not winning, but drawing the last game against Ipswich in the last minute, 2-2, and it's gotten the point. But can they go one step further and get the win against Watford at Vicarage Road, as what Jack calls them, Elton John FC?
Right.
Exactly right.
And I once asked Elton John, when are Watford next going to win a league title? He said, I think it's going to be a long, long time.
Yeah.
Well, that was absolutely cack. Yeah, like you do any better.
But
Yeah, but
from the predictions and from what I'm looking at, both of you have gone for 2-0 wins, but two different goal scorers, Rajovic for Liam and Sema for Darryl.
Yeah. Not the easiest to pick goal scorer wise, because I know, because I think I went for Rajkovic. I think I went for Rajkovic the other week, and he didn't score.
Yeah,
and Ken Sema scored. So
yeah, go for Sema, and Rajovic will score.
Precisely. So it doesn't make a difference. I think Sema might get himself a goal. I think he's due a goal, really, isn't he?
He is due. Yeah, he is due.
So is that. So is that other guy that you keep putting in the predictions. He never scores.
That's a good name of a guy.
Shock, bloody Boyle. Yeah, he never fucking he hasn't scored since the start of the season. The mug.
Right. Sorry, what was that? He never.
Yeah, he hasn't scored since the bloody start of the season. The mug.
Do you know he hasn't scored since the last time he scored? Actually.
Yeah. Watford 2, Rotherham 0 from Andrew. I'm going one step further. I'm going 3-0. I think Watford will get comfortable win at Vicarage Road. Goal scorer, I'm going to go for Martins again. I'm going to pray that Martins does score this time. So let's see what happens in that game. But all 12 games completed, donezo, finito. If we want to come up with any more words similar to that, then congratulations to you, really. But we'll have
that's why.
Yep. But we will have one more look at the table before we do move away. We're going to zoom in a bit because there's a little bit too far. Here we go. So a little bit more of a zoom in. Or should I zoom in a little bit more? Because that doesn't even look. There we go. There we go. That's better. So the top half of the table, Leicester on 39 points. 13 wins and 2 losses this season, only conceding 9 goals, the lowest that any team has scored so far in its championship season, with Ipswich behind them, 5 games, and well, I'd say more games unbeaten at the moment. They drew the last 2, but can they bounce back with a win? Leeds 3rd, Southampton 4th, and then to cover at the rest of the top 6, West Brom and Preston, who are all bounced back with a win.
Ipswich lost yet?
They last lost against Leeds at home.
They lost to Leicester.
Yeah, and then outside of the playoffs, you have Cardiff, who like I said, they were one of the favourites to go down, but seventh is very, very respectable for them, which is absolutely brilliant for them, to be honest, from where everyone thought they would be. Sunderland in 8th after 3 losses in the last 5. They're starting to bounce back their form a little bit. Hull City in 9th after losing their last game, but can they bounce back against Hull? Blackburn 10th after beating Norwich away from home, and can they go one step further and win another game and win 5 games in the last 6 now? Can they do it against Preston? Bristol against QPR in the next game for Bristol against QPR in the next game, but can they win their 3rd game after losing 3 games?
How tight is it in that? How tight is it in that top 12?
Oh yeah, it is. It's very
12,
tight.
We're only 4 points off the top 6.
Exactly. And like
the 3rd is literally 3 points, and then you've got an 8-point gap between Leeds and Ipswich.
It's very, very tight. And then, can Bristol City get the win that could take them close to playoffs? Middlesbrough in 12th, obviously, and a team that was all the way down, then all the way up, and then just going down a little bit after getting a loss. After getting a loss against Stoke and a draw against Argyle, but can they get the win? Can they get a point or a win against Leicester at the Riverside?
Well, we've got a difficult November coming up, so we've got to,
then the bottom half of the table. Stoke, after 4 games unbeaten, they've bounced right back at the table into 13th. Swansea in 14th. Birmingham can't get a win under Wayne Rooney at the moment. Can they get their first win with their new man in charge against Sunderland and take them back up to the top half of the table? Watford 16th, and then trouble.
If I'm not 16th,
then troublesome Norwich in 17th with no way back for David Vargas.
Must be having you.
And it's going to be a very problematic time for Norwich after 1-1 draw to Coventry, 3-2 loss to Leeds, 2-1 loss to Middlesbrough at home, Sunderland 3-1 loss, and then 3-1 loss to Blackburn.
And 3-1 loss to Yawn.
Looks very, very bleak for them at the moment. Millwall the same. They haven't had a win in quite a while. And then obviously Plymouth Argyle in 19th. You could say that our form is looking all right, but we haven't won a game since Sheffield Wednesday, but the amount of goals we scored tells a different story of how kind of unlucky we have been. I could say so myself, but we'll see what happens.
Not in danger of the relegation zone at the minute because you're 5 points ahead, and unless you have a worse goal difference than -12, and you've got a goal difference of 1.
Yeah. We've got 13. We've got a 13 better goal difference than Rotherham. Okay, there you go. And then below us in 20th. Then below us in 20th is Coventry after 4 losses in a row. Can they get their first win in quite a while?
No.
Bouncing back up the table, or will it be 5 losses in a row? Huddersfield in 21st. Then Huddersfield in 21st. Looking very, very poor for them at the moment. Then the bottom 3, Rotherham, who got the draw against Ipswich the other day in the last minute, and QPR, who have lost 4 in the last 5, and then Sheffield Wednesday with only 1 win of the season on 6 points. Honestly, it's looking and I think a lot of people say when you go to around 16 to 17 games, this is basically a little bit of an early plan of where teams will finish. It's not really looking like that, if I'm honestly going to say. If I'm going to say so myself, because early in the season, Norwich were looking like a team that was fighting around the playoffs. They're 17th now. Birmingham were looking sky high. Now they're all the way back down in 15th. Same for Middlesbrough, bottom of the table. And now they're all the way back up to 12. They were around here. So it's an up and down league at the moment. It's a very up and down league, if I'm honestly going to say. And then obviously one team that just doesn't surprise me is Leicester. That's all I've got to say about that.
Well, we've also got Leicester We Forget on Saturday as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Leicester we forget. That's not what I meant.
But the end of the stream for today, everyone. But we will see you tomorrow for the preview for League.
Bye.
And it will be a very, very interesting one, to say to myself. Will we have a special guest on? We will see. But thank you all so much for the support on this stream. We'll see you then, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. I don't know what time it will. I don't know what time it will be. Obviously, me and Liam and Jack will sort that
when
out.
you begin.
Yeah, but we'll see you then. Hello, goodbye.
Hello, bye.
Yeah. But sorry, Captain. You had to come in very late, but good to see you at least. Hope Ben Wayne doesn't start. Wow.
Savage. Having on that note.
No one else who can.
What a way to end. But we'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you.
Bye.
When
they pull on the green, they're all jealous.